Hello, my name is Ashley May, and this is my Week 2 Technology Integration video. During this video, I will be walking you through my school webpage, and we will take a look at some of the different things that I use to integrate technology into my middle school language arts curriculum during the 2009-2010 school year. Okay, I'd like to start this video out taking a look at my school webpage. When the students get to my page, there's usually a message there. One of the first things I'd like to show you is a book trailer that I actually made this year that was published on an author's website. It was a project that the kids had to do, so I did one with them, and the author really liked it, and he published it. So I did link it for the students so that they could go in and watch it, and they would be able to have an example of it. That's what we're viewing right now. Under the links section of my page, you will find links to just about everything that we use. I had a blog for each class period that I had this year, and it was to facilitate discussion between the classes. They had student folders that they could access from home to do their technology work in. We had a class wiki that we loaded all of their projects onto so that everyone would have an opportunity to see them. There were resources that they could use. We used electronic sources to make reference pages, and my favorite that I'd like to show you later is the trading card website. Let's take a moment to explore one of the blog pages. When you click on the hot link, it directs the students directly to the blog. You'll notice that there are polls there, several videos that I found on YouTube that I wanted to share with them to help reinforce some of the grammar concepts. Some of them are funny, some of them are really old, like the Schoolhouse Rock videos that of course they have no idea about. One of my favorite things to use the blog for was for reading responses, where an assignment was given, it had a clear due date, and the students were to go in and comment. By clicking on the comments, you can see that each student signed in first name, last initial only to protect their privacy, and then they answered the questions. And one of the great things about it for me was that they're time stamped, so I know whether or not the assignments were completed on time, and that was really great. Going back to the webpage, the next thing that we'll take a look at is the class wiki. Now, clicking on the wiki takes you directly to the page. It's not as fancy as the blog. We kind of did this one in a rush. But from this page, basically, we uploaded all of their projects to it so that the students would have a chance to view each other's. A lot of the book trailers that they used were loaded here, and they all have names on them. And let's just click on one so that you could see a piece of what their work would look like. Now, unfortunately, this is technology, so it is apparently not going to cooperate with me today. Will it cooperate? Let's see. Nope, it's not going to. Okay, looking back at the homepage again, the last thing I'd like to show you is the trading card website that we used. It's actually a website called bighugelabs.com. And the students went in, depending on what we were working on, they would end up making an actual product that looked like a trading card. They would upload a picture, they would choose their background, they had requirements for title, subtitle, and description, and when they clicked create, it would generate a trading card quite like the one that you see there as an example. Of course, clicking on browse would just give them the option to choose what it was that they wanted to use for their trading cards. The last thing that I'd like to show you is the vocabulary book website that the students had the opportunity to use. And as you can see here, they can go in, they click on students, and they are able to access the Wordly Wise vocabulary book that we use depending on the grade level. From there, they would have the option to hear the words reinforced or to simply play games to help them with their vocabulary. Okay, so there you have it. That's what I used last year. In addition to some of the tools that we had last year, I am really looking forward to this coming school year and the wonderful things that I'll be able to do in my room. My district just bought a Google Apps Education Edition license, so all of my students will have access to Google Documents. And my ultimate goal is to go 90% paperless this school year, and I'm really excited about making that happen. I hope that watching this video gave you some ideas that you could include in your classroom or your workplace. Have a great evening.